Trust the skills of Coach Mike. He's the trainer that you like. Enroll today, it's logical. With Coach Mike, it's possible.
I would like to start with the first question. Um, if it's okay to go direct into the interview questions,
Yeah,
what are
sure.
the basic behavioral needs of dogs, and which behaviors are generally universal versus breed or size specific?
Basic behavior would be um it really depends really on ano let's say for example yung temperament. There are actually several types ng what do you call this, when you encounter a dog. There are the confident ones, there are the anxious ones. So which one would you like to to ask about?
I think the more delicate ones, such as the anxious, since I guess they're more prone to be defensive in public
Exactly.
spaces.
Tama.
Yes.
It's still up for, di ba, assessment. So most of the time, they come to my camp when when they have like behavioral issues. So I'm dealing with yan, mga anxious dogs, scared dogs, reactive dogs. Genetically, they are reactive, or some are acquired. So those are the things that I guess that you have to look into also prior to, I mean, you have to consider prior to like really designing a facility or a hub.
What were considerations that you made for these like anxious dogs? Was there anything specific that you designed in your training facility?
Yeah, of course we have to consider yung mga like yung mga barriers, yung mga yung proper na entry points. Like for example, like for instance, you don't do you don't, what do you call this, you don't build an entrance like when you just like a regular door lang na when you open you go jump in straight to the a specific area. You have to at least have something like first and foremost, you have to have like a barrier from one area to another, where it's in like parang, let's say, maybe like roughly around mga just above the dog's head, so he or that dog cannot directly see what's inside yet. So you'll have time to go in the first, actually there's two gates, eh. That's what we do. We put two gates. So you go first in that first gate, and there's like parang a, what do you call this, a an isolation area, a cubicle, wherein you go into that first gate, and then there's another gate that's actually entering that new
Mm.
area. So wherein it has to be something like the dog cannot see what's in there yet, but the owners can access the new area. That gives you time to really prepare the dog. Like if you're gonna put
Mm.
a leash, if you need to put a leash on a dog, if you're gonna put a harness instead of a collar, something like that. And then you have to also keep in mind that dogs, they use their sense first, yung the scent, yung scenting nila first, ang nila, ang primary na ginagamit nila. Secondary na lang si eyes. So by doing that, even though there's blockage na dun sa visual,
At least they can smell
yeah, they can smell, they can, it's like
and
IDing the
hear.
area, eh. That's
Mm-mm.
how they do it, eh. It's like IDing, they're investigating the area na. So when you do that, you'll have an idea of course, if what type of dog do you have now already, if it's a reactive one or anxious dog or whatever. So you'll have an idea how that dog is going to be reacting. So somehow, if you see na not yet ready, you don't jump in straight to that new area. So you have to prep the
Yes.
dog somehow. So that's one thing.
Mm.
I'm not really into yung I don't
Details.
know
It's
yung
okay.
so,
Mm.
but I guess yung mga, let's say for example, yung types of flooring, yung
Mm.
mga ganyan, like
Yes.
you don't go wood.
No.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
I talked to a vet and he recommended textile flooring so that
Yeah.
non-slip to prevent injuries and because dog joints can be, if it's slippery, they can be damaged over
Oh
time.
yeah, I think
Mm.
I know the reason behind why the vet is saying that, Pero what I'm saying is because of ano, it's more of like the behavioral thing.
Mm-mm.
So you don't go wood because that could cause ano mo yung wood they tend to, how do you say that? They tend to absorb yung scent more, or they tend to keep
Mm.
that scent longer.
Okay.
So let's say for example the dog pees on the wood.
Yeah.
Diba?
It
If a
will
dog pee,
stay there.
it will stay there. It will be hard for you to clean it up. So
Mm.
alam mo naman ano, dogs can ano yung they have there is very keen na ano yung scenting na ano na na
Mm.
na trait. So even though in the naked eye or yung scent natin parang there's nothing in there na, pero they can still smell that. So yun, those are the
Okay.
things na ano. Like I think ano the word would be parang yung ano, I'm not sure if it's called parang non-porous, something like that.
Mm. In line with that, there was actually like one facility abroad where they used concrete, which is kind of porous, to like make specific areas where the dogs will pee. So would
Oh
you
yeah,
recommend
exactly.
that?
Oh
In
yeah,
like areas you want them to pee, you'll make it
well,
porous and then
that's another, that's a good that's a good idea. I had to put parang like yung asphalt where it sticks yung scent. Then I had to put ano, there's a certain there's a specific room where I put yung artificial turf. Tapos I don't actually ano, when they're doing maintenance, when my staff are doing maintenance, they don't actually ano put, when they wash it off, they don't put soap or anything. They just wash it off with water. So that somehow the scent still keep you keep the scent there. Pero not too ano, not too strong na to make the
that we
room
can
parang
smell it. Yeah.
yeah, so something like that. You know how dogs ano, they tend to ano to, when they see a post or something like elevator or a straight post lamp, something like that. So you can actually do that. You can put like yung peeing post, something like that. I don't know how you call it. I just maybe I just came up with it. Pero that's
Ah,
the idea
yes.
kasi when they see, diba, when they see post, parang ganon, they pee on it. Like not so high,
Mm-mm.
pero when if it's elevate like straight up like that. So you can actually do that. It's also would be a good addition to ano, parang training. Kasi they have like more designated peeing spots. So
Yes.
you can
Okay.
actually put it anywhere dun sa ano, if they're used to it na. Tapos it's easier to
Mm-mm.
clean, or let's say yung area that where you're putting it, you can just clean that like really good and you keep that thing there. So that could encourage, actually it can encourage them to ano to pee on that
Mm-mm.
ano that spot. So it just so happened I had no extra space. I had to put my one treadmill there in the assessment area. And that treadmill has like a post, something like that.
Yes.
So it never fails. The dog just keeps peeing on it. So sabi ko, then I tried, I put another post and another post.
Mm-mm.
Like parang ano, before they can actually go to the treadmill. So I put one post and two posts, parang ganyan. Tapos effective. They just pee there instead of the treadmill. So that's one.
How does the breed and size influence training, their age-related behavior, and their socialization, be it with other dogs or with their other humans?
Oh well, okay. For one, you have to remember that dogs, they don't look at sizes. Okay, they don't look at breeds. Also, it's just us. Okay, but of course that
Mm,
question is ano valid kasi nga when you're dealing with them, it's more like, of course, actually it's a ano parang it's a more dangerous thing nga kasi if if a small dog doesn't look at a big dog like he's a big dog that he can do
yes.
damage to him, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
So he could just start a fight with the big dog and gets eaten up by the big
Yes,
one, 'di ba?
that's
So
something I
it's really,
noticed.
yeah, and that, so that's, it's really our ano, it's really our responsibility to look into that and to ano to stop it from ano happening. So yeah, but so size wise for them it really doesn't matter. For us it should be ano parang if you know you have an aggressive dog or you have a very reactive dog, of course you should prepare yourself. It's a big one. If it's a small one, that's easy naman to, how do you say it, parang
Restrain.
to hand to restrain.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the big ones you have to build for that one. Kasi so
Yes.
you have to know how to, if ever parang naman ano when we're talking of not just the design dun sa hub or sa facility, you have to look into yung staff mo. They
Mm-mm.
have to be built to handle a big one kasi, they can pull and they can drag if it's going to be reactive or it's going to start the fight. It's our job to really understand the type of dog or the breed that what we're handling. Kasi if we know na if it's a Doberman, then definitely then we have a reactive Doberman tapos very anxious. But it's in him to fight. That's number one. So if you cannot stop, you didn't prevent a fight from happening, that could be a medyo messy na fight because that dog is built to fight. And then if you feel naman na na parang if you know you have a Doberman, you should know na it's in the breed that it has protective instinct, unlike the happy-go-lucky beagle. 'Di ba? You might see parang okay, we feel na we clean this area very good na. Parang we feel na parang it's like squeaky clean, walang nang problema. But for the beagle, their scent is like 1,000 times better than the average. So you have to consider those stuffs.
For those types of personalities and the breeds that are like trained to like herd or like scent and protect, would you like recommend dividing into different spaces? Or are there some that can be mingled together, for example?
Oh,
Like,
oh yeah, definitely. It's still ah kasi I'm talking from a trainer's perspective eh.
yes.
So it has to be parang it really depends. The answer would depend on has the dog undergone training already? Or are
Mm,
we talking of like a new dog, like random owners coming in the with no training at all?
because what I'm designing is for community, and there's a lot of people that don't
Yeah,
have their dogs trained. It's not a regulation either. I think it's safe to assume that most of the dogs that will
they don't
be
know. Like
using this won't be trained and won't
yeah.
will
So
yes.
good question. Tama din yun. Prior to that would be you have to assess also of course
Mm-mm.
even though you're just random like people coming in, you also have to assess the owners. Let's assume na sige na yung na lang, let's be specific with the dog. Yun din mangyayari doon. Some dogs, like hunting dogs, they have the tendency to talaga. If you're gonna mingle them with socialize them with the Shih Tzus or yung mga crazy or excited type na dogs or smaller ones, the,
Yes.
the prey instinct might kick in. In an untrained eye, they see like, oh look at my dog, they're just playing. He's
Mm.
running after the other one they're playing, but they don't know it's the prey instinct is kicking in na. So once they catch
Um,
that dog, it's gonna go for a kill. It could go for a kill. So yun yung mga those are the things that we have to look into. Not just not territorial, but a dominant dog. You bring him in, he will try to dominate everyone, and that could start a fight. So it's
uh,
a better talaga to what do you call this, separate or categorize them.
what dog breed sizes or categories are most common in the Philippine context? And how does this influence patterns of ownership and care? So from your experience, what you've trained, what are your most common like breeds that they bring in? And from your observation, like in public, what are the most common breeds you see?
Most common, it's really hard for me to kasi
Mm-mm.
I've had like thousands of na. Pero most common would be uh golden retrievers, labradors, uh beagles, oo. And aspins, yan. I get that a lot. So, yan, those are the most common. And
Okay.
what was follow up on that?
How does this influence patterns of ownership and care? So, like the owners of a golden retriever, how are they different from maybe a beagle owner? And
Ayan,
how
that's a
may they
good
care for them
question.
differently?
That's a good question kasi they tend to if you watch my videos or if you watch my mga interviews and podcasts, something yung mga ganyan, I always I keep saying about how humans treat the animals. They treat them like humans. So parang they don't really make an effort to really understand the breed. So in general then they treat them all the same. So
Mm-mm.
they tend to parang ano, what do you call this? Parang na-overlook nila na that's a beagle, that's a golden retriever, especially the Aspens. Yun. So, yun. So, character or behavior wise, uh, you have to ano, parang take care of them in ano, parang in a different ways eh. Like for example, the beagle, sometimes they tend to make it ano, parang a house dog, a pet house dog, tapos they don't give it enough time para to go out and play or do walks, yung mga ganyan. Okay, let's put it this way. Parang
Mm-mm.
sometimes they ano they treat the working breeds as if they're like the house dogs, like the Shih Tzus, yung mga ganyan. So they think it's all the same. Parang
Mm-mm.
so it's really not. That's ano, that's a recipe for failure and behavior ano problems in the future. Like the Aspens, sometimes they treat the Aspens parang ano, parang they feel so bad about them.
Mm-mm.
They feel so bad about them, like parang they're strays, tapos they rescue them, they put them in the inside the house. They don't let the Aspens out because parang feeling nila masyado na nakawawa from outside, when in fact being outside, that's the ano, that's what they need.
Mm.
Sometimes they see the Aspens parang ano, soaking up in the sun.
But that's
Tapos
what they like.
that's what they like. Tapos the
Mm-mm.
owners, they feel na parang, uy, kawawa, let's put him inside. So you're actually
Mm.
taking away what the dog needs because
Mm.
of your own perception of how you should be treating. This is how this is how a human should be treated, parang ganun.
Mm-mm.
Tapos you're ano, applying it dun sa aso, which is not gonna work. That's at the same time, yun din with the golden retrievers, they feel na parang just to make the coat look good, let's keep him inside. No, it has to go out.
I guess that's also the dangers of the fur baby concept. You treat
Yeah,
your
yeah,
dog
oh
as a
yeah,
human baby rather
yeah,
than.
exactly.
Mm-mm.
One once ano, everybody ano, everyone has realized that, and ano, parang naisip na nila na that's totally wrong. I will be out of business. Kasi I won't have ano, dogs ano, I won't have dogs na to ano, to fix.
Is that a
Kasi
good thing or a bad thing?
that's a good thing for the dogs, a bad thing for me.
I
Well,
think.
I can still do basic obedience training, but not more on the
Mm-mm.
behavioral issue.
Okay, so I'll move on to the next question. Do dogs follow identifiable movement or spatial behavior patterns? Like, is it predictable how they interact with a space?
Oh
How does
yeah,
this
definitely.
scent, surface texture, color, and other sensory cues affect what they interact with?
Yes, definitely. Okay, number one, let's go into yung ano, yung sa site. Dogs are ano, 'di ba? Parang
Mm-mm.
I think you know about it na parang they're color blind.
Yes,
So parang
they
they see
see
like
yellow and blue.
yellows and blues
Mm-mm.
lang yung mga ganyan. So that's ano, that's it could be an advantage and disadvantage at the same time. Kasi when they see something from afar, they could mistake it from another dog, or parang the other way around, parang ganon. If there's no there is a dog, parang let's say there's a dominant dog now who's just trying to ano na to challenge that the other dog, pero the other dog doesn't see him as a dog, pero that's very ano, slight ano, kasi uh like I said, diba, they use their scent muna, so they
Yes.
can smell it from afar. Yung yung pag-segregate ng area, pag-separate ng area, even yung mga cornerings, yung parang you don't go straight into, like I said, 'di ba, dun sa entries, na you
Mm-mm.
go straight to ano, parang from this door, you enter this door, tapos you're into the new area already. You don't do that. You give the dog time to at least acclimate to the new surrounding. So it's the same thing when you're walking. The dog sa parang dun sa loob, let's say for the facility, you don't have as much as you can if you're gonna be able to design it naman. You don't go straight parang this is a parang you go straight left to this area and right to that area. Parang when you're gonna be meeting, there's a chance of you to meet another dog. Parang
Mm-mm.
surprise, alam mo yun?
Yes.
So at least man lang parang let's say a corridor or a
Yes.
hallway, 'di ba? So you
Mm-mm.
go, 'di ba sa mga hotels yan, they have like ano, 'di ba, the hallways.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Tapos you go to ano, pag sa end nun biglang may left, may right, you go to the left wing or right wing. Instead of yung
Mm.
hard na ano, yung naka-blockage na ganyan,
Yes.
instead of doing that, you can do actually like a curve. Para you can, it's like for us, di ba, alam mo yung ano, when you go to ano, parang intersections or sa street, parang if it's like
Mm.
really blind spot, yun,
Yes.
that's the term, I guess, blind spot. So di ba,
Blind spot.
they put parang mirrors, yung nakaganon na, have you seen that? Yung sa may edge, ta parang
Yes.
bilog na mirror, so you can see
The corner.
the oncoming cars from that blind spot. So if you're gonna be designing something like ano, parang like that,
Mm.
instead of putting ano, kasi it's not for us, it's for the dogs.
Yes.
For us, we can put the mirror, we can see if there's another dog. Pero for the dogs, they have to at least have an ano, parang anticipation or nandyan na. So it's gonna be like a curve para hindi sila directly ano, parang surprise. So from
Yes.
afar pa lang nagsasalubong na sila. Something like that. And of course, yung corridor or yung hallway should have enough na space. Should consider na there's a possibility na may isang dog coming from that or may dalawang dog magkakasalubong, something like that.
Mm.
So yun. So ayun, that's one thing. What else? I have to add up pala dun sa ano. Yung sa mga corners, yung mga edges, what do you call this? Yung connecting ng walls to floor. So it's like that, di ba? Can you see me?
Yes.
So yan,
Yes.
ganyan siya, di ba? So
Yes.
what I did was I put those ano para to make it curve.
Mm.
Curve it para if there's like scent or pee accidentally na nandun, you can easily wash it out or wipe it out. It doesn't go in.
It doesn't get stuck in the corner.
Exactly. It doesn't
Okay.
get stuck in the corner kasi yun nga, it adds up ano eh, parang for an anxious dog, parang it adds up yung mga alam mo, parang when you go in, parang he has to identify all the scents
Yes.
na maano niya. So if he's anxious na already or ano na, wala na sa imbalance na yung aso, that's another stress level going up sa kanya na parang what's this? Tapos just imagine that could be like 100 dogs na.
Yes.
And that's how they are. They can differentiate yung ano from ano if you for us parang ano when you see adobo, if you see adobo, you know it's just adobo. Pero for them, they know it has ano garlic, it has ganito, they can identify it ng isa-isa. So imagine if you have like one scent there ng aso who peed there that you weren't able to clean up properly, that stays there. Then the following day, so on and so forth, di ba? So those are the one thing na would help for the dog to focus on you or help him in acclimating to that new environment. You have to show din sa owners na parang okay, if you can't really parang you're having problem na with your dog's behavior na parang he gets parang super stressed na you have to have like parang an isolation room. It's not how do you say, it's not isolation or parang a separate lang parang distressing area lang.
Yes.
Parang ganon, like parang let's say parang you go to that area tapos you have to consider if this is indoor, if it's an indoor facility or an outdoor facility. I'm assuming yung indoor kasi
Yes.
oo, if indoor naman kasi you have to look into yung proper na ventilation and then yung taas nung kasi you want to avoid yung mga echoes and all that. Kasi that could be yung mga sa kanila. So when you go into that area where parang your dog, parang it's too much for the dog na yun. Parang there's lots of dogs, ganyan, it stresses the dog out. Just you can go to that area. It could be a room. If it's a room, if it's a closed room tapos with ceilings lang na mababa, at least yung acoustics nung nung area, like put like plants or something like that para to kill yung mga echoes and all that kasi it adds up sa stress ng aso. So yun, something na but of course much better pa rin if it's not like really a room wherein parang like half lang naka-block. It's like a blockage lang ng half nung where the owner can still see what's outside, what's happening, and the dog can still somehow smell it. Pero not too much, alam yun, parang
yes,
the dog to feel naman. Kasi if you put the dog in a room it would feel isolated, na parang mas stressed out naman siya. If the dog doesn't see an escape point, if it's
Mm.
stressed out na, it's gonna stress him more. He would
Oh,
feel
okay.
isolated. So, but the goal is parang where should I put my dog para lang not so para hindi siya masyadong ma-overwhelm dun sa ang dami nang nangyayari. So
Mm-mm.
that's a challenge there.
Yes.
Even ako, I had that problem before.
Mm-mm.
Kasi I have parang I have an indoor facility. So parang paano to? Papasok ko siya dun sa room. So I had to make the room look parang parang outdoor, where there's lots of plants, tapos naka-artificial, tapos naging challenge again yung artificial turf kasi what if another dog pees,
And
tapos
how do you
pinasok mo
clean it?
siya, yun. So
Yes.
it's a challenge. So yeah, so those are the things that you have to look into also.
Okay. Wow, 30-minute mark and we're only at the fourth question. But
It's okay.
actually, everything that you've been saying is very helpful. So
Oh, I
I'll
hope
move. Yes, okay. So I'll move on to the next question.
yeah.
How do environmental conditions influence behaviors such as territorial marking and other actions that may disrupt public spaces? So, like a while ago, you mentioned like the porous material or like
Yeah.
the tall poles, they're more likely to be there.
Yeah, tama.
Are there like other things that can influence how they behave?
Oh yeah, definitely sa well, like I said, I'm more into training talaga eh.
Mm-mm.
Pero kasi when it's always 50-50 talaga yan with dogs and owners eh. Number one,
Yes.
yung owners, of course you cannot just go in there tapos you have to try to educate all the owners, 'di ba?
Yes.
But at least try your best. Parang
Mm-mm.
ano to how do you say that? Parang subconsciously inaano mo sila. Yung para alam mo yung mga
Mm-mm.
subliminal messages ka dun sa buong facility
Yes.
to guide them into the right
What they
na
need to
behavior
do.
or
Yes.
with the right manners and like for example, if you have parang mga ready na like around the area, you have like hooks for yung mga leashes, yung mga ganyan,
Mm.
yung mga toys for the na nandyan lang available. It parang nababawasan yung inaalala nila, parang let's say for example they have to handle a dog who's having a problem, or they want to put another a harness on the dog and replace it with the parang a collar, tapos they need both hands, parang ganyan, so they can have at least a hook for they can put their leash there, or there's an extra leash. So
Mm.
if they feel na parang if they came in with the parang feeling nila parang yung leash nila is parang garterized, something like that, or let's just say na parang they're not confident with their leash. So when they come in pa lang, they're stressed out na, they're a bit anxious na.
Mm.
It sends that same vibe to that energy to the dog.
Mm. So
So
the dog can also sense how you're feeling, the owner,
exactly. So what I'm trying to say here is we have to look into how to help out the owners
to
to
help their
be
dogs.
to be able to be comfortable and confident dun sa new area. Kasi if we just we have this tendency to just focus on the dog, na the dog has to be parang okay with this area, but how about the owners? So
Yes.
those are the things that you have to consider also, like putting in parang random na mga post where there's like the yung potty bags, trash bag, para they don't have to
Mm-mm.
intindihin pa nila, oh
Yes.
shucks, I forgot mine, what if my
Yeah.
dog pees,
Yes.
nakakahiya, alam mo yun. So
Mm.
isipin mo, feeling nila, let's say for example, before coming into that facility, parang feeling nila yung dog nila didn't poop and pee pa. Tapos
Yes.
they feel na it's gonna poop anytime soon. Tapos they
Mm-hmm.
didn't have like potty bag or something. Tapos when they come in the facility na parang feel na if this dog poops, nakakahiya. So all the while hanggang hindi nagpo-poop yung aso niya, nandun siya sa state ng ganun. Na parang, oh shucks, it's gonna be too embarrassing if he does it here. Na ganyan. So
Mm.
that same energy passes to the dog. Pero if he sees once they come in, they see parang there's like 5 na stops there, no, where there's a poop bag hanging, tapos there's a trash bag, a trash can. Parang okay. So they go back to you get what I'm saying? Parang
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
So tapos yun din, it helps din na parang yun na, you have to consider also, that's the reason why we say yung mga blockage, yung mga fences,
Mm-mm.
When you have fences and mga blockage na ganyan, hindi porket sinabi natin na sige, put a blockage or put a fence tapos para the dog cannot see the other dog yet.
Mm-mm.
So you have to consider also yung owner.
Yes.
You just don't want the dog to see the other dog, but you want the owner to see the whole area. Parang
Yes.
'di ba when you go into an office, there's like cubicles, 'di ba? It's a
Mm-mm.
different thing when yung cubicles lang, it's just like parang chest level lang.
Mm-mm.
When you sit down, you have privacy, pero when you stand up, you see everyone.
Yes.
Parang ganun. That's the that's one. And then yung mga what I see in pet parks, dog parks, facilities,
Mm-mm.
they tend to put parang they put like yung mga divisions. Tapos they just put like mini fences or parang yung fence lang na na almost transparent. When a dog sees another dog tapos parang nakikita niya parang may visual pa rin siya nung isang aso doon tapos parang may
Mm-mm.
mali. It just puts
Even just a little bit.
yeah, it just puts frustration.
So
Pero yung
talaga
parang I
no
want
no
to get to you.
visual.
Parang I want to get to you. Parang I feel I
Mm.
can get to you. Parang or I sense na parang you're challenging me tapos parang anytime I cannot turn my back kasi you might charge. So it's better cut it dead na. So just put the barrier.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi
Okay.
otherwise, what's the point of putting that fence? If the dog, parang ganun lang din, if the dog can see the other dog, then what's the point of
Mm-mm.
putting that fence? Then just put them in the same area. Diba? If you're gonna put a fence anyways for division, then put like a sarado fence. Like they cannot see each other. So that's one. Kasi I see that a lot eh. They put like mini picket fences parang for
Mm-mm.
design. It's just design pero it's actually encouraging the other dog to challenge the
Ah.
other dog. That's bad. So,
Oh, that
di
okay,
ba?
that's
You feel, di ba, when you see it, it's parang parang how do you say that? Parang aesthetic lang. Ang
mm,
ganda-ganda tingnan.
I thought those like parang fences to like have separation between the dogs would be like something to like slowly introduce each other to them, pero pala it's not a good thing.
Yeah, kasi if you slowly introduce, dapat dog has to be under supervision. I mean,
Mm-mm.
it has to be on a leash. At
Mm-mm.
least. Kasi if you're gonna allow it ng they will slowly introduce nas na hanggang they see each other lang dun sa kabilaan. It just ah, it just hinders them from really smelling the other one. Parang
Mm.
imaginein mo like for instance dito sa atin, if I really want to get to know you, I want to shake your hand, how can I do that? Pero I see you. It's just
Yes.
frustrating, di ba? Parang let's
Yes.
say for example, you're talking to me, nasa video ka, tapos you're my friend, tapos you have a problem. I want to comfort
Mm-mm.
you. I want to, I'll give you a hug. It's just frustrating, di ba?
Yes.
So, but better yet, wala na lang. So, ganun. Or if
Mm.
you really want them to interact, then under supervision, put a
Yeah.
leash, bring them together, something like that. Pero those things, it just puts, frustration lang. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. To what extent can a dog's stress levels be reduced through the environmental design? And how can these aggressive or reactive behaviors be prevented or de-escalated through
Oh,
design or
yeah.
like spaces?
Yeah. So, like I
Mm-mm.
said, you have to have like, yung like, I don't know the word, pero di ba I said it's an isolation, but it should not feel like an
Yeah.
isolation area, something like
Mm-mm.
that. So you have to have a place like that to bring the dog. Tapos at least, yun, alam mo, it's a good thing also na if you can put the dog there na where there's treadmill and kasi it's all pent up energy minsan. So you have to release that pent up energy para ma-de-escalate siya or to literally calm the dog down.
Uh,
So
so making them exercise can actually help them de-stress somehow.
Exactly. Kasi nga,
Mm.
especially when they're too tired na, tatandaan nyo, a tired dog is a happy dog. But
Mm.
physically, he's tired, pero mentally, he's okay. Kasi mangyayari dyan, when he's physically tired, there's a tendency na you don't have to force the behavior for him to do a certain behavior like going on a down position. You don't have to really force him to do a down position. When the dog is tired, it eventually goes to a down position. Yung down position is the highest form of submission.
Mm.
So when the dog is in a down position, number one, dahil na-force siya, he goes on a down position, tapos sabihin niya, oh, it's not bad naman pala after all. The others are not a threat naman sa akin. And it sends the other dogs parang non-threatening behavior from that anxious or na dogs with that used to have pent up energy. So it's like sending signals to each and everyone. Don't bring in a hyper na super excited dog inside. It has to be balanced as always. Yan. Kasi it triggers.
Yeah. Well, that's great to know, especially when there's like in a public space, like malls,
Oo.
where people bring their dogs, they're not
Oo. And
so
sometimes
knowledgeable.
they're not knowledgeable, and sometimes the owner are the more excited ones pa. When they go in, oh, let's play, let's play, let's play. Those things. Sometimes
Mm-mm.
for a hunting dog, that's prey.
Oh, okay.
That triggers their prey. So when you go in, tapos you have a loud owner na parang annoying na parang, oh my dog is
Mm,
so cute. Tapos he has a Shih Tzu. Tapos
mm-mm.
the Shih Tzu it receives that same energy and applies that same energy with the other dogs. That's
It's
parang,
dangerous.
oh, that's dangerous. That's a death
Mm.
wish. Oo.
Okay.
Yeah. Kaya
Um,
just to add up, when I do seminars and I do seminars at
mm,
dog parks, when
mm,
I'm done, I leave.
mm.
I don't want to see them because it stresses me out.
Yes.
Tapos, I cannot fix all the dogs all at one time. It's gonna be bad
Mm,
reputation for me if I wasn't not able to fix one dog fight, di ba? And I can
yes.
only handle as much. That's why every time I'm done with the session, I leave. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, um, what essential provisions do dog require in public or semi-public in form of hygiene, exercise, rest, stimulation, and relief? Like you mentioned the separation zones and also like the hygiene station, like for the bags and maybe like hooking leashes. Is there
Yeah.
anything else from our discussion that came too far, like that you'd like to add, or we can move on from the question because it may be
Yeah,
redundant?
I think that's basically it.
Okay.
Yun na yun.
Okay, next question. From your perspective, what key design recommendations should we architects consider when creating dog inclusive spaces? You mentioned like the corners,
That one.
um, and also like making the like bottom of the corners like rounded for easier
Yeah.
cleaning. Are there any materiality like the porosity of like the material or like
Oo.
texture, material type? How can odor and territorial marking be managed? I think we covered most of it, like
Yeah.
what visual or lighting conditions can affect their calmness or stress. If you
Yeah.
feel that we've covered most of this already, we can
Yeah, I
skip
think
to the
we did.
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did. Perspective ng vets, they don't want
Mm-mm.
the slippery ones. Tama, that's good.
Yes.
Okay? But sometimes you don't have when you have that yung slippery tiles, yung mga tiles ng ganyan, it restrains the dog from yung too much movement.
Ah,
So when you have like
mm-mm.
so much yung mga reactive dogs or scared dogs pa, tapos you want to socialize them, you put them there muna. Kasi they tend not
Mm,
to keep moving. Tapos until they relax and they get to feel the floor first. When they feel the floor, the mind works. Tapos they get confident. And that's another thing. And the rough ones naman, it actually helps them with yung proper na yung playing nila. It helps them feel yung yeah. So you have to have like variations on a
mm-mm.
different situation. Cases, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay, that's great. So for example, to apply what you just said, like would you recommend like the smoother surface when leading up to like the shared space? Like you mentioned a while ago, like when you bring your dog leading up to a shared space, you have them like you can't see, like they have the barrier fence. In that flooring, would it be recommended to lead up to the shared space would be also like smooth so they get a feel of the floor and the situation?
Yeah,
Or
that's also that could help then. Yeah,
mm-mm.
that's a good then for them.
Okay. So, next question. In places where dogs and people share the same space, what helps keep everyone safe and calm? From your experience, what kinds of surroundings or situations tend to reduce the fear, conflict, or accidents?
That's a very good and important question. And that's
Mm-mm.
very hard to talaga. I don't know, maybe if you figured out something na na better from what I can from dun sa what I experienced na yung kung saan ako nahihirapan, maybe if you figured out that, you call me up and then, coach, ito yung mas better na idea, better design. Kasi what I do with that one, alam mo, to be honest, when I have like a space for the owners, like say for example, it's strictly just owners. Okay. Tapos yung area wherein parang when they're there, parang parang when they're relaxing na, there's gonna be a specific area. If their dog is really sociable naman, no problem. Let their dogs be with other dogs. Pero if you have an anxious dog and not so ready dog, I'd rather you leave the camp or you leave the facility. Pero you cannot stay in one area with another owner and another dog that's unbalanced.
Yes.
So I have like a certain area doon na I said I will post it na parang the strictly no dogs allowed, just for the humans. Tapos parang ganon, as much as you can, as much as you you will encourage them actually na they get this impression na if I go to that facility or if I go to that hub, whatever, I have to na my dogs will be with other dogs and I will be with the humans, and it cannot mix. Kasi sometimes, alam mo yon,
You
that's
don't
where,
recommend mixing.
that's where the tension is coming from eh. Diba?
Okay.
So now you have an na parang subliminal messages sa kanila na parang they have subliminal message saying na parang if you cannot do that, don't come here. Diba? If your dog is not built for that, to be alone with other dogs, then don't come here.
Yes.
It has to be something like parang an area wherein I'm not saying that you cannot totally see your dog, pero you cannot intervene with them. Alam mo yun, when they're playing, don't let dogs be dogs muna. Tapos humans be doon kayo meron pwedeng may cafe area, you just drink and enjoy your day there while watching your dogs. Pero you can never go into that area where the dogs are. Tapos may another owner kasi sometimes sometimes it's hard to deal with it's harder to deal with humans than the dogs actually.
Oh, okay.
The humans, they have egos and all that. When you tell them, hey, don't that kind of behavior. Why? My dogs love me, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be dealing with that na in the facility because that's going to be your responsibility when you're.
Yes.
I mean, that's the owner's responsibility. That's facility owner's responsibility. So
Yes.
better yet, you design the na parang there's so very parang minimal or very small space for that one na parang wherein you can go into that area when your dog is not, like I said nga, di ba? If your dog is not ready, go to that isolation, so-called parang isolation thing na you have to come up with with a name for that. Parang hindi machong isolation. Di ba? So yun. So that's where you go, di ba? You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's where you go. Kasi you're not ready.
Yes.
Oh, so if dyan pa lang you feel it's not gonna happen, then go home. Parang ganon. You discourage them.
Okay.
You're gonna have a lot that the owners are gonna. I mean, the facility owners are gonna have a problem with that one.
Yes.
That's where you could get lawsuits and file and mga ganyan. Mag-away-away sila doon.
Well, it's a
Better
good
to
thing that
Yeah,
mine
it's
is only a thesis and not actual.
Yeah, I'm just I don't mean to exaggerate on that one, pero that's reality.
Yes.
That's the reality based on my like I've been here in this for 15 years na.
And
I've
this is
seen
very important also.
Oh, I've seen so many promises na parang they want this, they want that. Sometimes that's a good thing. I'm really enjoying this one kasi it's a good thing na I'm talking with someone who will design something like that instead of the owners just to get what they want lang. Parang it's not gonna be possible naman.
Yes.
Parang they're looking at it at a human's perspective.
Yes.
Na parang
Not
it's
so
gonna
much.
be okay. No, it's gonna be good for humans. No, it's not like that. Yeah.
Yes, because
go.
we're different species altogether.
Exactly.
So this is the last question, and we only
Okay,
have
go.
9 minutes remaining.
It's okay.
Okay, so beyond owner training and handling, can the built environment actively help regulate the dog stress and reactivity? We kind of answered that, so we can skip.
Yeah.
How might reduce overstimulation, and ease the emotional and physical burden placed on owners when managing their dogs in public spaces.
Yeah, that's the one I said about those, yung mga, yeah.
Yes, so it was kind of repetitive, and if you feel like you have any more to share, like that wasn't really covered and that you think might be important, you feel free to share it right
Yeah,
now
I don't
before
know.
it ends.
Ikaw, you tell me. Baka you have any more other questions to clarify, for me to clarify.
Not so much because we actually covered a lot in our
Yes.
discussion, and I need to absorb it then.
Oo.
It was very, very insightful, and everything that you've shared with me is super helpful to my endeavor, and I really,
Yeah.
really appreciate this discussion. So, if it's okay, we can end the interview here.
Yeah,
We made
hold
it
on.
just in time.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just add
Mm,
another one. You have to also remember yung when you're building or designing a facility, you have to yung natural tendency ng aso ha. They have this fight or flight tendencies.
yes.
Okay? So, that's the reason yung sinasabi ko we go back again to that isolation area something
Yeah.
or yung mga yung socialization area nila. If they feel na parang there's yung total blockage kunyari dun sa isolation parang walang escape,
Mm-mm.
so that they're gonna get frustrated kasi if they go into the fight or flight ano
Mm-mm.
reaction, if they don't see an what do you call this, an exit point,
Escape.
escape point, so
Yes.
they go into the defense mode. Oh, I'm gonna fight na. Tapos
Yeah.
even the owners could get bitten when they're in
Mm.
that state. Kasi when they hear something parang they're so defensive na. So those are the things na And of course, ganun din, yun nga yung mga corners, yung mga daanan, you don't want surprises kasi it triggers yung fight or flight na instinct. Kaya those are the things lang naman na Don't
Thank
worry.
you so much, Coach. This
Sige.
was such a productive discussion, and we made it just in time within the 1 hour mark.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
I hope na it was worth it for you. I hope na nabigyan
Yes.
kita ng
Yes.
kasi I'm just straight up naman. I will tell you something like parang if I don't know the term for it, I will just tell you
Mm-mm.
straight up. It's like this, it's like that. Parang ganun.
Mm-mm.
So yun. So if you have questions pa sa akin, just hit me up. Message mo lang
Okay.
ako. I might
Okay.
not reply agad or if I have
Mm-mm.
time to reply. Normally I would reply parang midnight na yun pag tapos na ako tapos I'll have time for that. Don't
Mm-mm.
don't worry, that's totally free.
Okay po.
Oo.
So thank you so much. If when
Yes.
I develop this, I'll show you some of the end product and hopefully you approve also.
Oo, sana. Alam mo ba, there was one time marang when I was like really building, I hope, when I was doing those, I was designing yung facility. Siyempre,
Mm-mm.
at first, I was not so knowledgeable about it.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, siyempre, there's pa rin, may mali ka pa rin sa so it gets better in time. Pero, like, would you believe, even, it was so hard na uh, I wish I would have I had somebody like parang ikaw na who was
Mm-mm.
like into parang considering parang what does it take to build a dog facility?
Yes.
What's the design? What's the What are the
Mm-mm.
things that to be considered? Kasi I would have parang architect friends.
Mm.
Parang they're more focused on does this look like a dog cafe, something like that, or it should
It's
be
more
like
for the humans.
it's gonna be like a one-stop shop for sabi niya, coach, sige, you put there has to be like a pet shop, there has to be like, ako naman si oo na ako, tama, ang ganda, ang ganda. Tapos and then, put you have extra extra room, put the vet clinic there, tapos ganyan, tapos later on I said, the vet actually told me, so feeling mo, maka-advantage siya yun kasi one-stop shop ka, sabi sa akin feeling
Mm-mm.
mo advantage sa'yo, one-stop shop ka, tapos may vet ka pa, ang yabang mo, may vet ka pa. Sabi niya, sige, mapupunta sa akin lahat ng clients, ako yung may business, ikaw wala. Kasi nobody would want to go into your camp kasi they would
Mm-mm.
feel that they might catch disease dito. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? Kasi nandun yung vet dun sa camp din.
Mm-mm.
So I thought it was a good idea, but it wasn't.
Mm.
So may mga ganon. Tapos syempre yung mga designs. Tapos I had so many problems that time kasi I was syempre nung wala akong architect. Sinasabi ko, "Oh, sige, you do this." Tapos I was really hands-on when building it. Tapos syempre, yung mga yung mga construction worker parang alam nila yung regular na, "Oh, this is how you build the wall. This is how you
Mm-mm.
put the ano, this is how you connect yung wall to the floor." Tapos when I say put a curve like that, pagtatawanan nila ako kasi parang they don't know it's
Mm-mm.
for the ano. Then I had to explain. So even those, and I had so many problems with ano yung flooring, like yung topic
Mm-mm.
natin kanina. I did rubber flooring, I did hard na rubber, I did asphalt.
Mm-mm.
Tapos eto rin you have to consider that yung mga ganon, parang 'di ba yung mga ano na yan, when you're like slightly outdoor ano or half outdoor indoor, yung mga asphalt that's ano parang nagaano ng yung sobrang heat. So yan.
Yes.
Tapos when I had ano the second facility I had was like bigger, as in super laki. I
Mm-mm.
was ano parang I could accommodate like around 50 to 60 dogs. So ganyan ang
Wow.
dami nung ano ko, pero it was all indoor. I
Mm.
had problems with ventilation, air conditioning, so very
Mm-mm.
expensive. So you
Yes.
have to look into that also. You have to
Yes.
look into that when you're giving out ano ideas with like for a client when they're
Mm.
signing a facility. Parang
Mm-mm.
at least sige, your facility should be prepared for, should be built for parang it's gonna be air conditioned. If it's too hot, there's gonna be air conditioning. Pero if there's no need for air conditioning, there's option na when you just turn this on, parang it's all ano natural ano lang. It's well ventilated. Tapos when the area is the weather is good, you don't need to use the aircon. Parang ganun, something like that. So it's very challenging. You have to have like proper ano ventilation, mga exhaust na ganyan. As much as possible, you have to have like parang high. The idea is parang warehouse looking, ano yung warehouse type, parang
Yes.
industrial talaga na high ceiling, yung
Yes.
ganon. So when you see the body where like mga factories, yung mga food factories na they have yung mga umiikot sa taas, you really need
Mm-mm.
that actually. So
Mm.
the reason why I'm saying this, parang kasi yes, that during that time, that was ano, I built that camp ng around mga 2020. Tapos it was there for 5 years. Mga 4 to 5 years, ganyan. But
Mm.
it was so good with ano, parang accommodating ano, clients. It was very enticing sa mga clients.
Mm.
Parang wow, parang they look at it parang ano yun nga, parang one stop shop, parang mall na parang ganon. Pero what's really happening inside was there was so much ano, expense on my part because I have to ano, parang what do you call this? I had to compensate dun sa mga kulang ng camp na yung proper na ventilation. Imagine if you have proper ventilation, then I don't have to buy lots of ano, wall fans pa yung mga ganyan, mga extra. That's extra,
Yes.
extra electricity, ganyan. So, it was good business-wise, papasok, pero it's all about integrity. I don't want to be ano, parang taking in that, just getting the money, tapos hindi naman 100% yung camp. So, yun lang sabi ko, it was good na ano, I do, ano, parang I wish na parang ano, nung time na yon I
Mm-mm.
had people like you na to talk to. Kasi you were like interested in how to build that. Nobody's really
Mm-mm.
interested, Nobody, I
Mm.
don't know from my experience I haven't seen, I haven't encountered an architect na parang who would consider that one. They were like, ano, parang, they just only know, parang, sige, we're gonna build, ano, a dog pound. That's it. Parang yun lang yung alam. Dog pound. You know how it's gonna look like.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope there are a lot of ano architects like you. Maybe ano, you put that on your ano na you specialize also on that one. 'Di ba?
I
Yeah.
think I might because
Yeah,
it's
that's a
it's
good
an
ano.
ever-growing industry.
Exactly. It's just for dogs, for every animal na ano. Yeah, those types. So. Okay.
Thank you so much, Coach
You're
Mike. I
welcome.
really appreciate this productive interview.
Sure,
Have a
no
great day.
problem.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
I'll end the recording here,
Yeah.
and you are free to leave the call.